Is written communication so much easier than verbal for you? Because
From my own past experiences of living with autism, yes, written communication is way more easier than having to speak out verbally. I wouldn't be able to comprehend what other people are saying when they either speak too fast or speak too slow. I would rather have someone else talk like in the middle, like where they're not too fast or not too slow, just at a neutral level to where I can understand and comprehend what they're saying in my head. In educational settings, I do turn on the subtitles in the case of where a professor wants me to take down notes, so that way I pretty much don't miss a certain detail or a very important topic that I am taking down notes on. That will help me a lot throughout all of my classes. When I'm having a face-to-face conversation with someone, it usually takes me some time for me to understand the words and to understand what they mean. And usually I don't feel like there's any subtitles in my mind, but that could be different for a lot of the autistics. And yes, I do tend to look away from the person when it comes to making conversations. It makes me feel a lot more comfortable and easier to really make out longer conversations. And that is totally normal. Like, you can literally make a conversation and try to look in their eyes a little bit, but having to look around at their face totally helps me with having a longer and efficient conversation. You don't want to be staring directly at the eye of the person that you are conversating with. That would be very uncomfortable for them. In terms of online communication, I feel that it is much easier to send out text to my friends or send an email to my friends. That is way much more easier for me to figure out what I'm going to say when I'm typing some words out, rather than having to make a phone call and start thinking about what would I say to this other person that I'm making a phone call with, or having to do a FaceTime with someone. Not all people experience this type of difficulty. I myself have experienced this type of difficulty where I am better at written communication, but not when it comes to verbal communication. I'm curious to know if any of the autistics on here that are better at written or verbal communication, and I would love it if y'all guys can tell me in the comments which side do you like more.